SpongeBob's long run on Nickelodeon shows no sign of stopping, and the fact that it's already been going for almost 20 years means that not every single episode can be original. You see some repeats of previous storylines, and sometimes it just feels like the crew behind the show has run out of ideas. However, one of the episodes from the post-sequel era, My Leg, made SpongeBob feel fresh again. I did a review video on this if you want to check it out later, but for now let's talk about what sets My Leg apart from many other stories. Once Fred's leg heals up, SpongeBob is determined to keep it out of harm's way. We see Fred getting in so many different situations where his leg is in danger, but then our lovable, enthusiastic sponge hero steps up to plate to save the day. It's not a plot too big, although one thing in particular stands out about all of this: the fact that it's entirely focused on a background character. Previously, Fred was seen as a guy who just shows up once every so often in a running gag of him yelling, "My leg!" after being hit with something off screen. He would have a line or two in some episodes, but for the most part, he was always doing his own thing, while the bigger characters like Patrick and Mr. Krabs had the spotlight. SpongeBob episodes have a tendency to get repetitive and sometimes boring, mostly because they're always focused on the same main characters. However, My Leg took it to the next level and actually made the show feel fresh once again because its main target was someone who has never played a major role before. Something like this sort of happened in the season 11 episode Moving Bubble Bass, which centered around SpongeBob and Patrick helping Bubble Bass move. However, our main Sponge and Starfish still took up most of the screen time, with Bubble Bass appearing only towards the beginning and end. My Leg is different since instead of just having Fred on the side once again and having SpongeBob be the main guy, Fred is literally the focus of the episode and is in just about every scene. Despite going on for almost 20 years, the show rarely ever does this with its side characters. They're usually always there in the Krusty Krab or walking around Bikini Bottom, but they never reveal themselves as a main character of an episode. We ended up getting character development for Fred because of his role here, which will make his future minor appearances even better. Now, due to My Leg's success with the fan reception, we may be seeing more future episodes focused on the side characters. It would honestly be cool to see those because the world of Bikini Bottom is so large, and yet it only ever focuses on the ones you mainly know. SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Plankton, these guys are all constantly developed, which gets formulaic and you know what'll happen next. By changing plots to surround the background characters that have been there since the beginning, SpongeBob is finally becoming fresh again since we're getting something much different than before. Also, side note, if you've seen the Chocolate with Nuts episode, you definitely remember those two old ladies that SpongeBob and Patrick sell chocolate to. Well, some good news, it's confirmed by someone who works in the show that they will be returning in an upcoming episode. Although their role in that may be small, it would be really cool if they get an entire storyline all about them so we could just look at them differently. SpongeBob is a better cartoon when it dives into territory that it hasn't really dived into before, and making side stories about background characters would be a creative way to make the show feel unique, even after all these years. There's so much untapped potential in their pasts and how they live their daily lives, it'd be interesting to see what they're all up to. So, if you still haven't watched the My Leg episode, I definitely recommend it because it's funny and makes you think about Fred in a whole new perspective. Hopefully, it's the start of something new where we get to see the secret lives of the many characters lurking in Bikini Bottom. Would you guys be interested in watching more episodes about background SpongeBob characters? And do you think that My Leg makes the show fresh once again, or is there another episode you have in mind that's even more creative? Let me know down in the comments section. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.